We're back to the continuation of the story from minutes ago. If you missed any, catch it on the Morning X podcast. This is the best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
We're talking to people who had a baby.
or Ruby Tuesday or something.
If you've had a baby other than in a hospital, call us.
Okay, thanks. All right, that's a good story. Pamela.
Panella.
Yes. All righty.
When I was in high school, I was coming out of the mall, and I was going to my car, and I heard this lady kind of like screaming or whatever, so I went over to her car, and she was in the back of the car having her kid.
By herself?
By herself.
Wait a minute.
It was her sixth kid.
Yeah. So, go ahead.
Thanks for setting the mood.
Kid, and apparently her water broke when she was on the other side of the mall, and she made it out to her car, but she couldn't make it any further. And so I was like, what do you want me to do? What do I need to do?
Why did she climb in the back seat?
That's what she did.
I don't know why. I'm saying, why did she
because
go?
Because she said she couldn't make it any further. Like, her labor had progressed so quickly because it was her sixth child. I don't know. Apparently, labor speeds up.
So she was just going to lay back there and just plop it out?
She was just hoping somebody would come by.
Well, let's learn something here. I mean, maybe we can learn something. Have you had a baby?
No.
All right. So you were there, though. I mean, when a baby's coming out, I mean, what do you do? I mean, not as the woman. I mean, you guys can figure that out for yourself.
I think you're supposed to say, push!
Yeah, you say push, and then you get hot water.
You get hot water, right. But what do you do?
I just held her hand, and I was like, okay. And then...
I always hear you're supposed to go...
I was completely freaked out. I was sitting in the front seat just holding her hand, and some man walked by, and apparently his wife had like 2 kids, so he came out and he helped, and he had some towels in the back of his car. So he sort of did most of it. I just held her hand.
Well, who caught the baby?
Yeah.
Who what?
Who caught the baby? I mean,
He did.
She caught her own?
No, the man who came. There was a man who also walked by the car, and I yelled him down, and he came, and his wife had like two kids, I think.
And do you have to pull the baby out, or does the baby just naturally come out by itself?
Feet first?
I don't know. I didn't watch.
Well, feet first, that's dangerous. That's not a breach. Wait, a breach is...
So you come
is
out
that
head
a breach?
First?
No, it was like normal. It was like she didn't have any problems. It just came out.
Head first, they come out face down or face up?
I don't know.
She was just holding her hand.
I was just holding her hand.
And then the baby screams, and then it's all...
The baby screams, and then he sort of wiped it off with one of the towels and gave it to the mom. And
do you pop it on the butt like they always do? The pop to make sure it's kicking?
I don't think he did.
You know that when the baby... Thank you very much. You know what fascinates me is the fact that when the baby comes out, the head is, it's like oval. It's not round.
Mm-hmm.
The baby's head is not round when it comes out because the skull is not assembled yet.
Right.
And so that's the only way it can fit through the birth canal, and it comes out, it's all like a cone head, almost.
Thanks.
And then how does it get to the regular size?
Well, at the hospital, in the pharmacy, they have a mold, a baby head mold.
You just lock it in?
You put the mold on the head.
Strap it on.
Let's see, who's this? Kevin.
Yes.
Paramedic?
Used to be.
All right. Well, you've seen babies delivered in all kinds of wacky places, I'm guessing.
Yeah. Well, this was about 6 years ago. I was coming up 285 in rush hour traffic. Had my little daughter with me. Wasn't on the ambulance or anything, but ran up on a wreck. And of course, I got out, to see if I could help out or something. And the lady had gone head first, or front end first, into the concrete wall there on 285, and she was in labor. And she had 3 other children with her. So we got her out, got her down. It's pouring down rain. I've got people standing around holding their jackets up over in a canopy. Police show up. They pull out umbrellas, and we're trying to go. And it was kind of a bad situation because I couldn't get any fetal movement or heart sounds from the mother. And I could feel she was fully dilated. And it took forever. I mean, they're trying to stop traffic and everything else, get the ambulance up there, and traffic's just unreal on the north end of the perimeter there at Dunwoody. And they couldn't get anybody there. And I'm like, guys, I really don't want to deliver this baby right here. This is not going to be a good situation because, like I said, I couldn't get anything from the baby. And finally, rescue showed up on the fire engine, and we got orders from the hospital to go ahead and start some IVs and everything. But on the good and bad side of it, but right at the very end, the ambulance got there, and as we're putting her up into the ambulance, I'm literally trying to hold the baby until we can get in the ambulance before it comes out, pretty much.
Right.
But as we tilted the stretcher to put her up in there, the ambulance the baby came out into my hand, and at that point it was still stillbirth.
Now, that's bad.
They actually got it recovered by the time they got to the hospital, but the trauma and everything, the baby had kind of gone into shock. And
So explain to me, there, paramedic. So when the baby comes out, now the umbilical cord is still attached to the baby, obviously. Right. Is it still attached to the mom, or no?
Yes.
Okay, so how do you
it's
just
a connection, right?
do you just cut it, or what do you do?
Well, you first have to, of course, use clamps or whatever else you can. I mean, I've been in situations where we use shoestrings. Literally, you have to put 2 ties on it and then cut in between your ties. You want to tie it off the umbilical cord from the mother coming out, tie it off from the baby going out.
And what if you don't do that?
Well, if you don't do it, it'll bleed.
Right. Yeah, you could the mother could actually go into shock from profuse bleeding if you don't tie it off.
I mean, is a normal birth a very difficult thing to perform?
It depends more on the mother. I mean, it's natural, but if mom's going into shock or she's freaking out or this is the first baby or whatever, it can be very traumatic on the mother. The baby usually, they don't have a whole heck of a lot of an option. It's like push and it comes out, one way or the other. And if it comes out right, then it's a real simple ordeal. You kind of just catch the baby, clean it up, suction the mouth and everything else, and make sure it starts breathing. Start
teaching it to talk. I know we've got to go, but I do have to hear this
Thanks,
story.
Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin, very much. Janie or Jamie? Jamie, I got to hear this story.
Another paramedic?
Yes.
Where was your story?
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, what happened?
Some of the oddest places delivered babies. I used to be a Grady paramedic, and on a MARTA train, on a MARTA bus.
You delivered
down to Grant Park.
You delivered on a MARTA train?
On a MARTA train.
That's a sterile environment.
That's a clean
station down by underground.
All right, hang on a minute, Jamie. We have a couple questions. On a MARTA train, did you clear out the train or what?
You've always got your big group of onlookers. Yeah, you could just clear them out, and get the security down there is always very helpful. You could just get in there with mom and just do what you need to do.
Did the kid get spray painted by any of the passengers?
Kid came out with graffiti.
a little graffiti. You try to keep the riffraff back if you can.
Does the train stop? Can you get it to stop?
Yeah, they can stop it right there. That happens fairly regular. I don't work for Grady anymore, but that would happen quite often. You'd have seizure calls, all kind of calls down there on the MARTA trains, and so the security would stop the train.
Posse's out of there as soon as the baby starts being born. They're out.
When the baby starts
clears
to be
the
born?
train?
Yeah, I'm out. Yeah.
Well, no, he's saying that they got the onlookers.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I'm not onlooking anything. I'm out the door.
Thanks, Jamie.
You'd be surprised at how many people will hang out on any kind of medical emergency and just sit and gawk and stare at the people.
All right, thank you for calling.
That's the only baby I think I want to deliver is the one that I have or that my wife has at some point.
Sure, I don't know that but I'd freak out. Thank you.
The best of the Morning X with Barnes, Leslie, and Jimmy. 99X.
Former MLB All-Star Sean Casey, a.k.a. The Mayor, keeps hitting it out of the park.
Take my 30 years of experience. Take the wisdom and knowledge I've learned from the failures when I got sent down my rookie year, all the injuries I had to overcome. Your mind is the most important tool you have in life. Be relentless. Keep charging. It matters how you talk to yourself, how you look at the world. That matters. We talk about that. I don't know. I'm fired up. Baseball's back, and it's going to be incredible. I love it.
The Mayor's Office with Sean Casey from Believe.
Follow and listen on your favorite platform.